Okay, we are back at Fatoon's kitchen and I'm going to make samosas. So I am preparing now the filling for the samosas. Okay, so I have my oil. Okay, now my oil is hot in the pan. So I'm going to put some onions. I'm putting chives, peppers, garlic, shadow benny. I'm going to give this a stir, let this cook for about a minute until tender. It smells really good. I'm going to add just a little bit of ginger. Just a nice stir here. This is my curry paste, but I made it a little more liquidy today because of the samosas and the meat. I want this to fry up a little more because I'm adding meat, some ground turkey. It's ground turkey and vegetables with potato samosas. So I'll raise this up to about 7 and let this cook. Just going to add just a little bit of seasoning salt. Okay, now this is how I like it for the samosa. If once I'm putting in meat, the ground meat, I like it like this. So in goes my ground turkey, which is already seasoned, and you can always find a link for my green seasoning at the bottom. Spread this out so it can be nicely coated with the curry. Just lower it to about 5.5. Now if you want, you can omit meat and just do the veggies, which I would have the recipe on my link as a variation. You know, because you could either do plain vegetable, you can add ground beef, you can add ground turkey as I am doing, you could do shrimp, you can do, you know, chicken, whatever you so desire to do. Now I'm going to go in with my veggies and cover this for a minute, for about, I say a minute, but I meant about 5 minutes or so. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit of water to this, hot water, just a little bit, and then I'll come back. Okay, now I'm going to add my potatoes, for which I had pre-cooked, and I'm gonna cook this for a little while. Stir that in nicely. Crush a few of the potatoes. Now to this, like the vegetable I have is peas and carrots, some corn, and some body beans. It's long like a snake bean, but you can add any type of veggie you want. You can do cauliflower, you can do broccoli, whatever you want. Christophine, which is known as chayote, whatever veggie you want, you can add it. I'm just going to put a little more water here, cover this, adjust my heat to 5, and I'll leave this for probably another 5 minutes and it should be done. Now I'm cooking it here uncovered so it will dry down a bit, and I'll raise the heat back to 7. Okay, now this is done. I'm going to transfer to a dish. Then I'll be back. No, this is how You don't want it too liquidy, just a little moisture, because when you're wrapping the samosa, you don't want the liquid to seep out. Okay, so I'll be back shortly. Okay, now I'm back with the samosas. Now, this is the skin I'm using, which I have my Dosti Roti part 1, part 2, which you can see on the description box. Okay, now there is 2 ways of doing the samosas. Alright, you cut it, take this, and you cut it in the middle. Okay, now if you have a good pizza knife, a pizza roller, you can use it. And then you cut it like this. And you get, so then it gives you 4 skins. Okay, 4 of the skins. Then I'm going to show you the other way I do it. I cut the edges so it becomes even, like almost a rectangle. Okay. Yeah. Now this way is a lot of waste, but I could have cut it a little, make it a little longer and leave some, because you can work with it, but you get 3 with this way. Okay, alright. So, Aileen, the Dosti Roti I sent you, if you still have, you can make additional samosa skins like this. Okay, both ways. So now we are going to get to the filling. Now here I have some flour paste, just flour, and I add water till it comes to this consistency. Okay. So I'm going to do the triangle. Okay. Now I'm a sticker. I can use a knife, or I can use my finger, which works well. So right along to the top, I spread the flour paste. Okay. Then you pull one side like this, and the other side you seam it right here. It has a little opening there, so we seam that right there. Okay, it's almost like an ice cream cone. Okay, so I'm going to fill it. Okay, just a spoon, a tablespoonful I'm going to put. So I'm going to tuck this in here. Then I'm going to paste it here now. Then bring it over and seal like this. And here you have it. This is the one samosa. Now I'm going to do with the strip now. Okay. So with the strip, I tend to put a little less. So I'll start with a teaspoonful. Okay. Now we bring it this way. We fold it this way. Then we put our paste along here. Then we go this way. Come like this, a little more paste. This. Now we should either fold that, or I just sort of cut the edge. So this is a smaller. I used to do this a lot, like for cocktail parties and so. The smaller, or even smaller than this. Alright, I'll just give that a little more wash here. Alright, so here you have it. This is with this skin. This is what the one you get if you use it like this. And if you use the strip, it becomes like this. But just remember, if you are using your strip and it's this size, use a teaspoon, a full teaspoon of filling. Okay, now these are all the samosas that I folded. With that recipe, I got 40 because I have some bigger. They're all not the same size. Okay, so now my pan the oil is hot, so I'm going to start frying. So I'm just going to put them in. Now we are going to fry this till it's golden brown. Okay, Fahim, this is the recipe for you. So when you make your samosas, I would like you to send me a picture of it. Please, thank you. Okay, now these are the finished product, all the fried samosas. I did not fry all because it's quite a bit, so what I did, I'm freezing some because they freeze well, very well. I line this container with deli paper, then put some more and cover it, and I'm going to put cut styrofoam plate and put over, and then put plastic wrap over it so it would not get squished up. Right, and this can stay in the freezer for 6 weeks. Well, thank you very much for viewing. From my kitchen to yours, I hope that you enjoy if you make this or when you make it. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and the recipes on the description box. And thank you. Have a pleasant evening.